order to determine how much of originally allocated public resources reach each intended end, and whether or not such funds are used in the most economical, effective, and efficient manner. In this regard, a major tool that will incentivize citizens' quest for accountability and transparency from our government structures and institutions at the national level through to the district level is an effective law on the right to information, freedom of information. We affirm that the need for a right to information, freedom of information law now has become even more imperative with the signing of the eventual IMF bailout program expected next month to kickstart implementation of the IMF program itself. It is our conviction that citizen-based monitoring and evaluation of public policies and programs, as well as provision of feedback and suggestions under the IMF program, are sure ways to assess the government's execution of social and economic programs so as to check profligacy in the system and protect the public purse. To this end, civil society, the media, and other non-state actors should be able to independently verify whether or not officially provided statistics are what pertains on the ground. We should have the information to be able to go beyond the figures and analyze the state of affairs for ourselves. This call by civil society aligns with the President's commitment to ensure that as a country, we do not again in our history revert to the IMF in the near future for another fund program for whatever reason. We should be able to do things right and learn from our past errors. The passage of the Right to Information Bill to law. The right to access information has gained wide recognition as a central hallmark of a functional democracy in our continent and elsewhere. 6 West African countries, including Nigeria out of 13 countries in Africa, have a law on freedom of information. The civil society platform recognizes that a lot of work has gone on over the years on the part of the Attorney General's Department, Parliament Select Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, and the Coalition on the Right to Information, among others, to have the Right to Information Bill in Parliament, awaiting its second reading and possible passage before Parliament goes on recess this month. Given the level of progress that has been made on the bill, our expectation was that the bill would have been passed by now. Yet, as of today, the bill is yet to be tabled for the second reading to enable the commencement of discussions or debate on the bill on the floor of Parliament. This current state of affairs should be of great concern. To Ghanaians and civil society cannot fathom why there are delays in having the second reading of the bill, although Parliament's Select Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs has concluded its deliberations and submitted its report to the August House. In conclusion, the bill, the Right to Information Bill, when passed into law, will, among other things, provide a hierarchy of administrative avenues to ensure citizens get access to information and thus make the resort to the law court a last option. The civil society platform thus calls on our parliamentarians to put the interests of the nation first and not betray the trust of their constituents by showing a lot more commitment to have the second reading and subsequently pass the Right to Information Bill into law so that as a country, we would not just have a law, but a legislation that opens up the door for people to have real access to information before Parliament goes on recess this March 2015. We also call on government to be open and engaging in the implementation of the eventual program with the IMF. As citizens of this country, we will feel let down if government fails to grant the populace the critical tool for assessing the use of public resources, which is the law on right to information, for us to collectively monitor the implementation of the bailout, as was the case in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are requesting through you this morning.